Let's talk about priorities. Welcome back to the Keeping Everything Simple podcast. I'm your host and fellow student, Michael Klukas, and on this show, we boil down complicated topics into simple, actionable tips. So, the reason why we're leading straight into this with priorities is the fact that there is a little shift that I am making within the next couple months here worth of episodes, of content, and everything else. So, as I mentioned in a couple other episodes in the past, I am getting married this year. So, I need to make sure that I am putting proper priority on wedding planning, helping out my fiance, and moving and everything that comes with it. And this is something that I think doesn't get talked about enough. I've seen a lot of content creators, at least at this point in time, kind of take a step back when life started to change for them. Matt D'Avella is a fantastic example. We have Sam Parr from the My First Million podcast. We have Samir from the Colin and Samir show. And it's fact that there are a lot of things that continue on in your life no matter what you're doing, no matter what stage you're in, whether you are some startup founder or whether you are a small-time hobbyist content creator, which, I fall into that camp. But the thing is, I need to make sure that I am putting proper priority on preparing for the next chapter of my life. That doesn't mean this podcast is going away. I'm going to switch to a new format in which I'm doing 5-minute episodes, something similar to like maybe the Daily Stoic, something that is shorter, easier to do, more condensed, but still allows me to show up for you guys on a weekly basis, but at the same time allows me to dedicate more mental space, mental energy, and time towards wedding planning, towards the, again, next chapter and next season of life that I will be entering with my fiance. And I think this is a good shift because a lot of times you have two decisions that you can make, especially when you have competing priorities or just a bunch of different things happening all at once. You can either choose to let everything else fall to the wayside and focus on one thing. You can choose to have the decision or the situations make the decision for you because you're either forced into making a decision or you take ownership of it and you get in front of it. Like the fact that Matt D'Avella, when he came back, and the fact that he has his first son and he is now a solopreneur, again, a solo creator. He let go of his team, he downsized. Sam Parr, he took time away to spend time with his daughter. And it's just the fact that this is them making a decision to prioritize what's going to be important to them. Not just the success of the podcast, not just success of their YouTube channel, not just the success of the business, but success of your family life, the things that you have to still go home to at the end of the day. And so that is the shift that I am choosing to make because I want to set the right tone for my marriage. I want to set the right tone for the life I'm going to be sharing with my partner. And so what I'm ultimately going to be doing is, again, switching the format to smaller condensed episodes, answering like maybe one question throughout the duration of those small blips. But afterwards, I'll reevaluate and come back and see how do I want to return to the podcast. Do I want to start in on larger episodes again, do the 20-minute, 30-minute episodes, which I do enjoy, but I also then have to consider how is that going to impact the rest of the goals that I do have, especially at that point being a married person. So again, this isn't me going anywhere. I'm not disappearing, but I am switching up the rhythm for the next couple of months here until after my wedding. And I think this, again, is going to be a good thing. But I encourage you guys to take stock of the different chapters that you are going to be going through and let yourself be the one to choose what your priority is. Sometimes, like I said, the situation will choose for you because you have someone that's relying on you. You have people that are depending on you. You have people that need something from you for something else to happen. But when you have the ability and the option to make that choice and you are the one that willingly makes it, it's a whole world of difference. So that's why this is all about priorities. Take time, consider what your priority is, consider who's making that decision for you, and I encourage you, I really do, to be the one that's in the driver's seat, making the decision on what's going to be important in this season and this chapter of your life, and in the next season, next chapter of your life. But with that, keeping everything simple, have an amazing day, you amazing people, and I will see you all in the next episode. Go out there and do great things.